Welcome back everyone, and in this video, we're going to go over the number one social media stock that is set to explode in 2021 and beyond. So as the pandemic continues and our new stay-at-home economy has sent social media usage to record highs, and the new habits that people have picked up throughout this pandemic are expected to continue for many years in the future. And younger generations as they grow up are primarily focused on social media as their main form of entertainment. And there's one platform that targets directly to the younger generations that is set to explode over the next 5 to 10 years, and that company is Snapchat. They trade under ticker SNAP or SNAP for around $50 per share. And over the past 1 year, the company has grown 176%, and their current market cap is just under $75 billion. And this company is expected to see huge growth over the next 3 to 5 years, and their share price is predicted to hit record highs, and there is still a ton of upside even after this massive rally. For example, Goldman Sachs has actually increased their price target to $70 per share for Snapchat, and that represents 40% upside from this current level. And Goldman is not the only firm that is expecting some massive growth from Snapchat over the short and long term. MoffettNathanson has also upgraded Snap to a buy and has set a price target at just below $60 per share. So we have some major investment companies over the past 30 days upgrading their price targets, rating this company as a buy. And what we're going to do in today's video is discuss what analysts are viewing this company as, how they're expected to grow, my personal opinion on this company, and overall where Snapchat itself believes this company can achieve over the next few years. So before we deep dive into Snapchat, if you're new to the channel, I am the Gen Z investor, and every single day we talk about the stock market, going over different stocks you can buy and sell, and discussing any major market news or headlines. So please hit that like button and subscribe for daily videos. And today we're going to discuss if now is a great time to jump into a fast growing social media platform. So just if we start off by taking a look at the 1 year price movement, the company has grown 176%, which is absolutely incredible. But if we take a closer look at the 1 month chart, from their most recent high of over $56 per share, the company currently sits down close to 11%. So the actual definition of a stock correction is when it has dropped by more than 10%. So Snapchat, although it's seen a massive run up of over 176%, at this current level over the past few trading days, the company has dropped by more than 10%. So this may be a great entry point into this very fast growing social media platform. And if we take a look at their daily active users chart, you can see year over year, the total daily active users continues to hit record highs. And right now, they have over 249 million active daily users on their platforms. That's incredible. And the user growth has only picked up over the past 12 to 16 months. If we take a look at the most recent quarters, the actual growth rate of new users is accelerating. And that's a very strong sign for this business. And although it is because of the pandemic and how people are spending more time at home and are looking for new forms of entertainment, what analysts have shown is that all the new habits people pick up through social media throughout this tough time and the new stay-at-home economy, even after the pandemic is over, they're expected to continue those daily habits in their everyday lives over the long term. And I really like the audience that Snapchat attracts. They are solely focused on attracting the younger demographic, and they are currently penetrated within 90% of the 13 to 24-year-old US population and 75% of the 13 to 34-year-old US population right now. And Snapchat is still a main social media platform outside of the United States. They control more than 80% of the 13 to 24-year-olds in other developed nations such as the United Kingdom, France, Canada, and Australia. So Snapchat has done a great job of penetrating in developed markets. So these are the countries where people have the most high-level discretionary income and can spend their money freely. And also, they're doing a nice job of expanding into international markets as well. The rest of the world continues to grow for Snapchat, and lately, they've seen over 100% daily active user growth in India. So you can see right now they're highly developed nations and they're expanding into new countries as well. And if we take a look at the future growth, I think that's what people are underestimating the audience that Snapchat has right now. They have close to 250 million daily active users on their platform, And of course, that does make up a majority of the younger generation who does not have that discretionary income right now because of their current age and stage in life. Over the next 5, 10, 15 years, those are going to be the generations that have the most discretionary income to spend. And that's when Snapchat is going to really rein in the revenue and the net income over the long game. So if we take a look right now, together, the two generations that they are targeting will have over 1 trillion in direct spending power. So right now, that's at their current level and still continuing to grow over the long term. So they continue to develop their brand loyalty, which is attractive for advertisers who focus on the lifetime value of a customer. So exactly what I've mentioned. The customers may not have the income right now, but over the long term, that income in those generations that they attract are going to get more and more discretionary income throughout their stages in life. And those can be the most attractive customers for the Snapchat platform and the most profitable for their underlying business. So now that we've taken a look at Snapchat's growth in users, we understand the consumers who are using their platforms and the potential of the revenue and income that can come from those generations down the road. Now let's see what analysts are saying about this stock. The first report we're going to take a look at has Snapchat rated as a buy. They surveyed 40 analysts. We got 9 strong buys, 19 buys, 10 holds, 1 sell, 1 strong sell. But the average of all these analysts puts the company at a buy. In some future projections for their next year's annual revenue, it is forecasted to grow by more than 100% in 2021, and the average estimate for their top line is at $3.5 billion. And that's absolutely incredible. And if we take a look at Yahoo Finance, they have the rating at a 2.1, which is considered a buy. And over the next 5 years, they are predicting over 67% per year growth in Snap stock. So that's not a total. Per annum or per year growth is predicted at 67% per year, which if they can achieve that would be absolutely incredible. And over the past 4 quarters, they have done a great job of meeting or beating analyst expectations. We have seen 3 beats over the past 4 quarters and 1 in line with what analysts were expecting. And you can see in the future, we have very strong predictions for earnings growth. Next quarter, we're predicting a 116% year over year growth in earnings. And a few quarters down the road, we're expecting earnings to grow by more than 625%. So over the next 2 to 4 quarters, analysts are actually expecting some massive earning growth for this business. And although the company has seen some beautiful expectation and annual revenue growth, they are not profitable just yet. At their current level, they are posting a $1 billion net loss per year, but in the next 2 years, analysts are predicting them to finally become profitable. So by year end, December 30, 2022, we are expecting Snapchat to post a positive 4 consecutive quarters of earnings. And you can see for many years in the future, over the next 3 to 5, we're expecting top line revenue to explode and earnings to hit close to $2 billion over the next few years. And I do believe if the company can become profitable over the next 12 to 24 months and follow that period with consistent growth over the long term and actually become a company with over $8 billion of revenue and close to $2 billion of earnings, overall the share price will be much higher than where it is today. And as a whole, Snapchat has been doing a very nice job of acquiring other businesses that will help their underlying platform reach more users and grow in popularity. So the Snap Map feature, where you can see where your friends are located in the Snapchat platform, is one of their best performing features on the app right now. And they actually made a huge acquisition of a New York-based mapping company to help develop that platform and make it more advanced than ever before. So I like what management is doing. They're making direct acquisitions to make their vertical integration stronger, bring in new technology to help the platform grow. And I think as a whole, this will really help the business over the long term. And now if we jump back into their investor presentation, this is the one new feature of the Snapchat platform that I believe is going to help them become a long-term sustainable social media brand. So right now, Snapchat is really known for sending instant pictures and videos that are deleted once they are opened. But their new feature called Snap Originals is really what's going to help the company, and I believe, become a long-term sustainable brand. And that is because they are creating high quality, made for mobile, so vertically based, longer form content called Snap Originals. And they have some of the largest and most famous people in the world, such as Will Smith, Kevin Hart, creating this content for the platform. So if they can get more users on the platform and actually spend more time watching Snap Original content over the long term, that creates more ad spend availability and a ton more profitability for Snapchat. So I love this new feature. Companies like Netflix are really working hard right now to create original content that is only exclusively provided on their platform. And Snapchat is doing the same thing, and that is really how the streaming services are growing in popularity. And I really like how Snapchat is doing it. Made for mobile content, higher quality from some of the best actors in the world that serves different genres, and I believe it's seeing exponential growth. And if we actually take a look over the next few slides, right now Snap Originals have reached more than 70% of the US Gen Z population in the third quarter of 2020, and that is absolutely incredible. More than 70% of the users in the Gen Z population have watched at least one clip from a Snap Original. So I think this platform is really going to help the company grow. I personally like Snap Originals. I find that content entertaining, and it does allow you, and it actually helps you stay on the platform longer. Because in traditionally how you would use a Snapchat platform for the younger generation is you go on the platform, you take your instant video or picture, you send it away, and you're done, and you wait for a response, so you leave the app. But now you can actually watch these originals, stay on the app, and once you get a response, you can maintain your conversation with your friends, family, whoever you're discussing with, and maintain your entertainment on the app by watching these in between messages. So I think it's a huge new platform. I think it's really gonna help individuals stay on the app longer and increase the daily active time spent on the platform. And I do think it will help them grow over the long term. And right now, if we take a look at more financials, the company needs to make money. So right now they are not net income profitable. Over the next 2 years, analysts are predicting that they will, but let's actually take a look how their financials are looking at this moment. So year over year, average revenue per user has been going up, which is fantastic. The growth rate has been slowing down, but that is to be expected as the company reaches greater scale. But still, they've grown 32% over 2019, and their average revenue per user is at over $8.29. And their total revenue has hit over 1.7 billion, reaching record highs. And from the Goldman Sachs report, they expect this company to grow revenue at more than 30% per year over the long term, and I actually believe this company can hit that level. And because the company is still not profitable just yet, and like we saw, they are losing just over $1 billion a year, we have to take a look at their balance sheet to see how long they can sustain these operations. So if we take a look right now, their total current assets sit at $3.3 billion. If we compare that to their total current liabilities, they're only at $610 million. So their current ratio is well above 4 and very sustainable over the short term, so no short-term or 12-month liquidity issues for Snapchat. And if we take a look right now at their longer-term assets, over $4.8 billion worth, compare that to their longer-term liabilities coming in at only $2.6 billion, again, not worried about the long-term debt on this business. And right now, their total current assets at around $3.3 billion can take off all of the debt on the balance sheet with a few $100 million left over. So I feel very comfortable with where Snapchat is positioned right now. With interest rates at all-time low, I'm not really worried about this long-term debt, and I'm actually very comfortable with the balance sheet on this business. So that was a quick and little analysis into Snapchat. They currently trade around $50 per share, and like we saw, have absolutely accelerated over the past 12 months. But as of late, over the past week, they have seen an over 10% decline in share price, and now may be a nice entry point into this fast-growing social media platform. We learned about the market they attract, the potential for future revenue, they're expanding outside the United States, and as a whole, I think Snapchat is actually a solid platform. Daily active users continue to hit record highs, the platform looks like it's accelerating at a fast rate, and I do believe once they become profitable and are posting net income actual growth, as a whole, I think Snapchat is going to be much more valuable than where they are today. I don't think they'll ever compete with a Facebook, but I think this can be a main player in the social media space for a long period of time. So let me know down in the comments what you believe about Snapchat, if you think it will hit that $7 mark that's set by Goldman Sachs, and as a whole, what are your thoughts about the company? Do you own Snapchat? Do you plan on buying it? Are you going to buy the dip? Are you going to wait to learn more about the business? Let me know down below. I appreciate communicating with you guys. Let me hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching and see you in tomorrow's video.